It's Dr. Danyo from North Atlanta Hair Restoration. We have Mike with us today, and he is a year out from FUE. We did a shaveless procedure where we didn't shave the back of his head to get 2,000 grafts. So we completely covered his crown. It was pretty much bare when we did it.
It was.
Thank you, Mike, for coming on board.
Thank you for doing this for me. I was referred by a really good friend of mine, a lifelong friend, and he had said he had been here with Dr. Danyo and his staff, and he was just in awe of what you guys did. And so I said, well, let me call him, because I had checked a couple other places and I just didn't like the way they were speaking, and I just didn't quite understand what they were telling me they were going to do. Yeah. So, hearing it from a friend, someone that you trust and I said, well, let me go try them out. Came out here, met with Dr. Danyo and his staff, absolutely loved them. They were very cordial, very professional, and to me, that was very important. A couple other places I'd been, I didn't feel comfortable just in the staff itself, and so very, very professional. I came in, we set up the appointment, came in, you guys had prepped me, told me what was going to happen, the procedure. It was exactly what you said it was going to be.
It was an easy day.
It was an easy day. I mean, it was, you sit back in the chair, you let them do their thing, you move on with your life, and, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, you'd like a brand new person.
What were like the first initial days after the procedure? Not much pain?
No, none. As a matter of fact, for me, it was really none. It was a little sensitive because of what the procedure. But I mean, as far as pain, I didn't have any pain.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to be patting on top of your head or anything.
Sure.
But as far as pain, I really didn't have any. Nothing that a couple extra strength Tylenol didn't take care of if I had anything. At night, I slept fine. Yeah. For me, I slept in a recliner for the first couple of nights because you did the very back, the crown. Yeah. And so I slept in a recliner with a pillow, maybe a towel behind my neck to make it easy for me. Now, everybody's going to be a little different, but for me, it was phenomenal. I mean, it was just a very easy procedure. And
then kind of they went dormant, but when did the hair start growing?
Oh, it wasn't, for me, it was about 3.5, 4 weeks. You feel a little stubble.
Yeah.
You start feeling the stubble.
So you didn't have a lot of shedding?
No. I mean, I didn't. And again, I immediately did everything you told me to do. And I guess that's the main thing. If a doctor, when they tell you what to do, if you'll follow the procedure and what they tell you to do, you're not going to have any complications.
Yeah.
It was just such a smooth. And then, of course, I came back the second time.
Yeah.
About 6 months later.
Yeah.
And we did some in the front.
Yes.
No problem there whatsoever. I didn't, because again, you guys have it laid out pretty simple. They tell you what to do. If you'll follow the procedure and do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to have a problem. Yeah. I was just in awe. Now again, I plan to come back in October.
We're looking to just kind of freshen up these points on the sides here.
Yeah, I don't want it to fade to the point where if you do it, it's like, no one really wants everybody to notice it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. It was such an easy procedure. I guess I should be paying you to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a great time.
Yeah, well, Mike, I really appreciate you coming on board, and all these stories really help folks. If you're kind of where Mike was, say, 12, 15 months ago, and you're kind of searching and trying to figure out what to do, I think listening to Mike and really what we do, I mean, we're passionate about what we do. We deal with a lot of hard cases, and people need to realize that in hair restoration, it's not as easy as going with the cheapest guy, because unfortunately, doctors are not as involved as they should be.
That's exactly right.
And in many states, it is not legal for doctors not to be doing critical parts of the procedure, including extractions and placement, particularly with placing surgical slits. So do your research. But I think we have fair pricing, and we really work on having a great experience like Mike talked about.
Well, the relationship, and I think Clara, the little app that you guys use, is so, again, professional. Yeah. Appointments, if you have an appointment, the Clara app will let you know that you're inactive. I can send something versus Clara in the app. Within minutes, I have a response. Yeah. And again, this is not a paid advertisement, by the way. They're not paying me to say this. I'm just telling you because I was passionate. It's okay if I tell my age?
Oh, yeah.
I'm 59 years old, and it's one of those things, it doesn't matter how old you get. Do you want to lose your hair?
He needs to start working out.
I guess, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
But when do you want to lose your hair? And for me, it was one of those things. Is it a pride thing, or is it I just didn't want to lose my hair?
Sure.
And I'm like, you know what? I've got to do some research. And I started doing my research. And again, the 2 or 3 places I checked into, I was not impressed. Mm-hmm. But again, the professionalism, and you were involved in a lot of what happened to me as far as my transplants were concerned. Yep. So it was a huge enjoyable experience.
Awesome.
So thank you, doctor.
We're happy to help. Thank you.
Let me say one more thing. Don't wait. Just do it.